Hello friends, all are welcome to my channel GetEasyMedicalMicro. Today we are going to discuss about the culture media. So what is culture media? It is a nutritive material generally used for the growth of the bacteria in our laboratory. So it is a nutritive property or nutritive material generally used for the bacterial growth in our laboratory. This is called the culture media. So, as per different criteria, depends on the growth and their nutritional status, we are subdivided into different part in that media. So, before going this, we are discuss about the agar powder. What is agar? Agar. It is a powder form. Okay, powder form, dust form or dust form. Dust form. Okay. Number B. It can easily dissolve in water. So, what is agar? It is a dust form. It easily dissolve with water. Number C. From where we get it? It gets from blue, green algae after its extraction. So it generally get after extraction of blue-green algae. So blue-green algae will be collected from under the sea. Okay. Or it is also called the seaweed. Seaweeds. Okay. Number D. Why we use agar? It is a to nature. Okay. Number 1 is solidification. Number 2 is liquefaction. Liquefaction. Okay. So this agar powder, after dissolving with water, when we will produce heat on agar solution, okay, after certain time when we will provide 95 degree centigrade, that time it will liquefy. And similarly, when it gets below the 45 degree centigrade, its nature will be solidified in nature. So because of these two nature, this agar powder generally used in our media, culture media. So this media, this agar powder generally used for solidification. of media. Okay, what is the nature? It has nature of long chain polysaccharide. Okay, few protein is present, long chain polysaccharide, and few protein always present. Little amount of fatty acid. Another two major ion. One is magnesium, another one is calcium. These two major ion present in that agar. Okay. So because of this all nature, we generally select this agar as a solidification of media. Okay. This one is the nature of the agar, and we generally agar is used for the solidification of media. Okay. Now comes to the different type of agar and their classification. Okay. Now, as per classification of the media, we generally divide it into two parts. Depends on bacterial growth, another one is the depends on the nutritional status. On nutritional status. Okay. Now comes to the depends on the bacterial growth. Depends on the bacterial growth, we generally divide it into three major types. One is the liquid media, semi-solid media, and solid media. Okay. Liquid media. Liquid media generally used by mixing with water or any chemical compound. Okay, and it has some nutritive property. Okay, so liquid means water must be present. Okay, and what is the disadvantage of this liquid media? In that liquid media, when we will prepare, bacteria will grow inside this liquid media. Okay, so this is the liquid media, and bacteria will grow or can survive inside the liquid media, but we never seen any colony morphology. That is the disadvantage of the liquid media. We never seen any colony morphology. Bacteria will grow and survive it. It can multiply also. Okay, but never form a colony morphology. Okay. Now comes to the semi-solid media. Semi-solid means chemical compound is present. When we will put the agar, I already said agar generally used for the solidification of the media. So in that liquid media, no agar is used, okay, for that solidification. The semi-solid agar is prepared by mixing 0.2 to 0.5% agar. If we used 0.2 to 0.5% agar, that time it will form semi-solid agar. So what is the disadvantage? In that semi-solid agar, bacteria will never grow up properly. It can grow, but it never grow up properly in that media. Okay, that is the semi-solid agar. Because in that agar, if agar is prepared, if we see in an electron microscope, we can easily see look like that. Okay, very little pore, contact pore, very little pore. Okay, so in semi-solid agar, the pore will be bigger in size, like that, bigger in size, not contact pore. So by the supporting this pore, bacteria will never grow. Okay, that is the main reason bacteria never grow. Okay, so it form a semi-solid media because of the low quantity of low quantity of agar powder. Okay, so that is the semi-solid agar. Now comes to the solid media. Solid media means the concentration of agar is the more than 2 to 2.5%. Minimum 2 to 2.5% agar must be present in that media. Okay, because in that media the bacteria will grow properly and form colony morphology. And in that semi-solid media, they will form colony morphology, but it is not proper like that, not actual. Okay, so that is in that solid media, bacteria will create proper colony morphology. Okay, they will form. So this is the solid media. Okay, now and obviously chemical compound must be present inside the media. Okay, this is the like that the nutrient agar, Na, nutrient agar is the solid media. So peptone, meat extract, okay, all are present inside this. Okay, and agar also present. Now comes to the nutritive value. Okay, now comes to nutritive value. So depends on the nutritional status, what will divide simple media, complex media, another one synthetic media, and another also special media. Special media. Okay, now comes to the simple media. Simple is very simple nutritive properties present inside this. They are all are solid. Okay, very simple very simple nutritive. Any bacteria or simple bacteria can grow itself. Okay, inside this is the simple, like the nutrient agar, peptone, meat extract. Okay, agar powder is present. Okay, this is the very simple media. Okay, now comes to the complex media. Complex means any special ingredient present inside this. Complex, few complexity or few extra chemical ingredient present because of the nature of the bacterial growth. Few bacteria is present, they need extra nutrition and extra environment for their growth of the requirement of the growth. Okay, they need few extra nutrition. These are called the complex media. Okay, few complex media. Okay, now comes to the synthetic media. What is this? Synthetic media is we generally prepare it two or more than two chemical compound generally mixed with this and prepare for the scientific way for the research purpose or any biological process or any cultural nature of the bacteria. We can prepare itself. This is called the synthetic media, means artificially we can create it. This is called the synthetic media. Okay, the synthetic media. Now comes to the special media. It is very important. Now special media. What type of special media is present? Special media. Okay. One is the enriched media. Number two, enrichment. Differential. Indicator. Transport. Okay. Now comes to the enriched media. Enriched means extra nutrition. Enriched. Okay. Few fastidious organisms are there. They needs extra requirement of nutrition for their growth. Okay. In the normal simple media, if we add blood, egg albumin, the extra nutrition for the growth of the bacteria, these are called enriched media. Okay, enriched. So fastidious, for that fastidious organism, this media generally used, and this should be in solid media. So few chemical compound or extra nutrition can be added in normal media. Okay, egg albumin, blood, like this. This example is blood agar, chocolate agar. Okay, these are the enriched media. Okay, enrichment. First, it is a liquid media. Liquid media. One special chemical ingredient is present inside this media, which generally grow for the wanted organism and inhibit the other organism. So again I am repeat, in that enrichment media, one special chemical ingredient can added which are the facilitated to grow the wanted organism and inhibit the other unwanted organism. Okay, this is called the enrichment media, and it should be always a liquid media. Clear? Okay, like selenite, a broth, alkaline peptone water, like this. Differential media. Differentiate means it can differentiate any special indicator is present, okay, which can differentiate between lactose fermented and non-lactose fermented. That's why it is called the differential media. One chemical indicator is present. The example is the McConkey agar, neutral red indicator. When bacteria will ferment and ferment the glucose, it will produce a pink color. Okay, clade agar. Okay, bromothiamine blue indicator is present. Okay, it indicator. So when bacteria will ferment the glucose, that way it form an acid and change the media of the pH of the indicator. They will form different color of colony in bacteria. That's why we can differentiate between lactose fermentative bacteria and non-lactose fermentative bacteria. That's why it is called the differential media. We can differentiate between the lactose fermentative colony or non-lactose fermentative colony. Clear? Indicator media. Same like that, indicator. A special indicator is present, okay, which can differentiate the lactose or non-lactose fermentative bacteria. So it is also called the differential media and also called the indicator media. Okay. And transport media. Generally, this media is used when any organism we can transport from one side to another side, and at the duration of 2 hours, 3 hours, like that. So what is the nature of the transport media? It can remain in viable condition of the organism but never allowed to multiply. Okay, it should be liquid in nature. Maximum are liquid in nature, and so 2 or 3 transport media they are solid in nature. Okay, so maximum they are liquid in nature. So what is the nature? It can remain viable in condition but it never allowed to multiply. Okay, so this is the main function of the transport media. Okay, so all, and another one is the selective media. Selective media. What is the main features of that? Selective media, special ingredient is present inside the media which can generally facilitate to grow a special group of bacteria, and also inhibit the other group of bacteria. Example, McConkey. Bile salt is present. Okay, so bacteria gram-negative bacilli or Enterobacteriaceae family can grow in that McConkey agar, and it never allowed to grow any gram-positive bacteria. Okay, so this is called the selective media. Any special chemical ingredient is present which can facilitate to grow special type of bacteria and inhibit the other group of bacteria. This is called the selection. The selective bacteria they can allow to grow. This is called the selective media. Okay, these all are including in culture media. Okay, I think that will be helpful for you. Thank you.